Other days, the same shoes don't fit, and everything just feels so very, very wrong. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm the hatchet man.
Well, that feeling comes with the suit.
There is no way we can make any more redundancies.
You read the consultancy report? You heard Cunningham? Strategic Health Authority says 3 hospitals in the region are clinically and financially inefficient. And with St James's recent pushes in their cardiac unit, we need to keep an even closer eye on Dol.
They won't downgrade us. Holby's a beacon facility.
Not with those figures, it's not. Sister Williams, bed 2, has it been empty all night?
I don't know. I'll find out.
Empty beds are negative revenue.
These are only projections.
Well, in my experience, that firm's always on the money with their figures.
I don't know. I thought the days of expensive management consultants were over.
One of life's little ironies. If you need strategic management cuts, who do you call?
More managers.
Quite.
Oh, come on. We've made cutbacks on services and nursing staff so deep we're in danger of hitting bone.
At this time, it's not nursing staff. We need to amputate at a higher pay grade.
Registrars?
Higher.
Oh, not consultants again.
The budget bottleneck. So few, paid so much.
You and I know that Holby has secured some of the finest specialists. Giants in their field. Holby's consultants are the envy of other health trusts.
And St James's will welcome them with open arms, as all the region's elective surgery is centralised there, while Holby's downgraded to community hospital.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen.
Oh, don't you think there's a management team at St James's even now saying exactly the same thing? Today's Mr Hope's stress test, isn't it? We're expecting him to pass.
Not for me to guess, but obviously I hope so. Mr Hope is an excellent surgeon and an old friend.
Oh, what if he fails? Where would it leave us?
Where would it leave Elliot?
Mr Griffin's back at work today?
First day since starting his chemotherapy.
Which he's still receiving?
Yeah.
That means he won't be able to operate until it's over?
Which I believe will be very soon.
But as much as I sympathise, he's on full pay while we employ another surgeon to do his theatre, and if Elliot fails his test, we could have 2 members of our surgical elite unable to do the jobs they're paid for. Not a great situation to be in, is it?
No.
Pains me to say it, but one of them has to go. OK, if odds remain stable, discharge this afternoon.
You know, Holby still has the best reputation amongst patients.
Not what the report says.
Mrs. Walbridge, she had a good night. Abdominal swelling seems to be reduced.
Good. Thank you. Look, we must rise to this. In a time of austerity, the austere thrive, and if a CEO and a DOS can't manage cuts, they will be gone in the blink of an eye.
We're talking about finding a way to lose one of our 2 longest-serving surgeons, friends of mine.
To be honest, and I'm sorry it's come to this, but I'm talking about trying to lose both. Sister Williams was one of the nursing staff recently nominated for redundancy. I believe that to be true.
She was.
And yet she avoided being made redundant because you, as a competent CEO, managed the situation.
Chrissy is the best nurse that Keller could possibly have.
And you wouldn't be much of a man if you didn't fight for your daughter's job.
None of the other candidates came here.
Look, you don't have to convince me. You managed the situation very deftly.
Thank you.
You probably never thought the day would come when you'd have to fight for your daughter's job.
No.
Or discuss ways of making 2 old friends redundant.
Certainly not.
Or wear a beautiful Italian suit to work. But it has come. This is where we are at Holby today. Sink or swim. Family's one thing. Friendships with 2 ageing, ailing colleagues is quite a different. Ah, Mr. Griffin, speak of the devil.
Rick, welcome back.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. I just thought I'd come in and reacquaint myself. Where are my things?
Oh, it's structural reorganisation, Mr. Griffin.
There's only 1 desk here now.
There's plenty of space in the staff room. And actually, we were just in the thick of things, weren't we?
The staff room.
Your early return to work has been duly noted and applauded.
I'm not ill. I don't have sprogs or dogs or domestic dramas. I don't have sick parents to take care of. This is my whole life. I don't even take holidays, for God's sake.
Believe me, I appreciate your dedication. I did appoint you, after all.
Yes, to consultant, and now you want to demote me.
It's not a demotion, it's a professional protocol.
Because Griffin's well enough to do a bit of paperwork. I am the best value surgeon in this entire hospital. I work my arse off at this job. And you're prepared to mess me about.
I am not messing you about.
I fought tooth and nail to get where I am.
That I don't doubt.
You won't keep me as a consultant, then why should I stay at all?
I don't think you need to make an ultimatum.
You chose Griffin, and you could lose me. It hardly needs saying, but losing me would be a massive mistake for Holby.
What? How can he possibly pass? He has coronary artery disease. He uses an angina spray. I want a dressing on that. Show me, please.
Can't force him out if the test you requested declared him fit.
Operation scars.
Sorry?
Says the patient had recent heart surgery. He's been operated on. May I ask why we didn't know about this?
Patient confidentiality? Because he didn't want us to know? Because it's none of our business?
Well, this means that Hope is safe. Where did you get with Griffin?
His chemo isn't about to end. So he's not able to operate. Probably for some time.
Weeks?
Months. Probably more.
Well, what are we going to tell the board? Over 300,000 of our salary budget goes on 2 surgeons, one who can't operate and the other one who's slow and maverick.
There is no way we can release either of them on health grounds.
And then we have to find another reason.
Such as?
You tell me, you know them best.
The subclavian artery's been damaged. The IV neck is lying punctured. It is bleeding profusely into the pleura.
So we need to repair the artery. I'll need an oscillating saw to cut through the cavity, please.
But if we cut through his collarbone, this patient will need an awful long time off work to recover.
But we need access in order to repair the artery, don't we?
Yes, but slicing through his collarbone will mean this man will never be able to lift up another welt pot as long as he lives. Hold off with the power tool. Thank you. Now, I know I'm not exactly employee of the month, but would you let me try something first? See if we can't get to the artery the sneaky way.
So it better be good.
Wooden spoon, please. Thank you. Always keep a sterile one handy just in case. So we stick the handle as far as we can under the subclavian. Could you hold that there, please? To a pulley, please.
This will be a first.
It's pressing on the proximal subclavian, and if you just give it a bit more pressure, I should be able to get to it from here. See? Cut. Right, can you take that?
Mm-hmm.
Nice one. It's a bit old school, but effective.
It's impressive. Well, we said we wanted a consultant to put his own head on the block.
Elliot certainly did that.
Pity, actually, close up. He's a very intriguing surgeon.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yes. If you report Mr. Hope's indiscretions to the board, he might be struck off.
Yeah.
This is how it works. Natural selection, only the strong survive. In this particular instance, though, I must say I don't envy you your job. It takes a certain sort of man.
It says consultant's office on the door. He is a consultant.
Does this mean you've finally reached a decision?
Nope. The Strategic Health Authority wants to downgrade a hospital. But it won't be Holby. These are the figures they base their projections on. They're last year's. Another regime. Long before your time and before my time as CEO. These are the latest figures, and these tell the true story. Admissions cross-checked by postcode and referral source.
Well, these are quite different, aren't they?
Referrals have swung right back to Holby. Outcomes improved. Theatre usage improved. and GP referral stats show that Holby draws from a wider catchment than any other hospital.
Are you sure these are correct? The agency very rarely get figures wrong.
Our consultants study data. I lived the data. What they based their projections on was the previous CEO's performance. This is my watch.
Well, it does suppose a quite different conclusion, doesn't it?
Patients voting with their feet because of the excellence of Holby's facilities and Holby's staff.
The board will be very relieved. Well done, Mr. Williams.
And you know, you wanted to make some top-end salary cuts. Maybe get rid of a consultant or two. I think I've identified a salary you can save without touching what is probably the best team of surgeons anywhere in the NHS.
Really?
Mine.
I don't think there's any need for you to resign. I think you've just proved that you're the man that Holby needs as CEO.
Thank you. Just don't want to be that sort of man.
About the office, it's okay, you can have it. I no longer have any use for it.
This is the first day of my life. Swear I was born right in the doorway. I went out in the rain, suddenly everything changed. They're spreading blankets on the beach. Yours is the first face that I saw. I think I was blind before I met you. And I don't know where I am, I don't know where I've been, but I know where I want